person that you've created in your head that you are trying to but cannot fix. The only person you can fix is yourself.
Hi guys, so today's video we are going to be doing a Valentine's Day look. I just focused more on the eyes versus the skin. The skin is pretty light makeup. I didn't do anything too heavy or too crazy. Try and walk through some of the steps that I feel like are typically missed. So I hope that helps. If you guys like what you see, keep watching. Thank you so much. I'm just putting Urban Decay's primer. Listen, like, company brands are literally killing it with, for better or worse, you know, they're coming out with like so much makeup. You know, I think like the average consumer, it's really hard for us to keep up. Let me just tell you what I'm doing first, like I'll get back to that. So I'm using the Tartelette and Bloom palette. I'm using Smarty Pants and Sweetheart, and I'm blending the two because I feel like it gives off a really nice warm effect. So the palette that I'm using right now is one of the ones that have a lot of like pinky tones, but I'm just adding that to the crease now that I already put in like the base color. A lot of what we do in makeup is a lot of building, a lot of blending, adding a lot of color and depth to it. It's literally just the same shade and I just keep going into the crease. And I think oftentimes we think we need like a million colors. Truth be told, you just need patience and blending. And then I'm gonna go into the Anastasia Renaissance palette to use this. There's this brush from Luxie Tapered Blending Brush, and I think I'm gonna use Venetian Red. I'm gonna tap off a lot of the excess, and then I'm just gonna go. And I think I might bring this into the inner corner. I'm not gonna go full out crazy, and I think I'm just gonna blend out a little bit more to the outside. I want to go in with this more magenta color and blend it with Venetian Red, and we're just gonna add depth. And what I like about this color, it's more like a red. Okay, you also see me patting colors, and I shall explain. My eyeballs are really small, and so if I go in with a fluffy brush, this is gonna cover my entire lid. And then with this tapered blending brush, I'm going back into the crease and blending out. In the center of the lid, I think I'm going to use, I'll just stick with the Renaissance palette. I'm mixing Vermeer and Primavera, and I'm putting it on the lid. And whatever color you put in last is the tone that shows up the most. So like, let's say you want your look to be a little bit more cool tone, you're gonna put the warm color first, and then you're gonna end it with Vermeer. Doing a few layers of this because I want it kind of intense. So at this stage, I usually go back in and I redefine that line. And the reason I do this is because when it comes to art, if you're adding color, you're usually blending colors consistently. And I take the same approach when it comes to my eye makeup or my makeup in general. I feel like no one really talks too much about like the blending of colors. Like, everyone talks about like physically blending them out, but no one talks about how they work in unison together. And I think that's so important when it comes to like eye looks, or when it comes to executing a really good look. The reason why I feel like it would be, I don't know, I guess more informational to see all this blending and all this like going back in and refixing and etc is because of what it takes to get that look that you want. I think what a lot of girls are missing is like the real behind the scenes steps. You get what I'm saying? Go in with my Makeup Forever foundation, and I'm just going to dot it. you're young, you just want to be matte, like super, like you want to be, you know. And then the older you get, you just want to be like hydrated and glowy, because you just start to realize that less really is more. I feel like I can't do a look, like a glam look, without eyeliner. So eyeliner is my comfort zone. So me without eyeliner, I don't know who I am. So I think this year I'm going to challenge myself to do looks with less eyeliner, more natural looks. Right now I just put some concealer. I want to use a brush to just spread the product, but I use two colors. So one is for brightening and then the other one is more like a color corrector. I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute. Then I'm gonna go in with this Milani Baked Blush. It's probably been my favorite the last year. And look at the highlight. This is Fenty, guys. Ooh. Yeah, I'm just living. Oh my god, I can't. We're gonna do brows, and we're gonna use the Desi Perkins Bomb Ass Brows. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna brush them up. So we're going to start with the under part. So here at the beginning, instead of doing a line underneath, what I like to do is do little strokes that go with the brow growth, if that makes sense. So we're just adding little strokes, but I usually do the front when there's almost no product left on the brush, because then that way they're light strokes. So we're just combing them upwards, up and out. Does that make sense? So it's up and out. We're just adding a little bit of shadow under the eye, and I like to spritz it with water. What I'm doing is I'm using a really dark magenta, and then the color that we put on our crease, I'm using that to diffuse it. I'm just going in again with my lid shades, but I'm focusing them more in the inner third to just give it more of a pop and just add like little details. But I feel like small details, man, it's all like life is in the details. We're pretty much almost done. Just doing lips now, and I'm just using this NYX lip liner. I had it for years, literally one of my favorites. It is cold ever. One of my favorite lip products is this NARS liquid lipstick. So this is the look, and that is our vibe.